How's it going, and welcome to Villains Voiced, a series where I go over some little roleplay tips on how you might handle a villain, as well as some lines that they may say. In this video, we'll be looking at Withers, the undead custodian under Acereracks' care. But before I go into anything major, I must warn you that there will be spoilers, so players that have not played through Tomb of Annihilation and wish to do so, please and kindly look away. But for anybody looking to run this module, this is for you. Withers was no Muin in life, and because he pleased Acererack enough by building excellent traps, he was given the privilege of living forever through the guise of undeath, of course. Withers now is essentially the glorified custodian of the tomb, and he directs around all of the undead that roam around there, as well as converses with its denizens. In the module, we are not given too much on how he interacts with the party, but I propose that all around the tomb is a magical PA system which allows Withers to interact with the party. This is only a one-way communication, though. Withers isn't going to respond to anyone's cries or demands, but Withers will make general observations. And to start this off, your players will hear a voice seemingly come from the walls, and it will go, "Ahem, ahem, testing, testing. Can you hear me okay? Ah, it looks like it's good." And from then on, there will be several prompts which will cause Withers to call out to the party. The first being if the party attempts a long rest. "Attention all, I see that you are attempting to rest. I regret to inform you all that this is not allowed here. You may stop for an hour's time at most, but nothing more. Please continue along, or Tomb Guardians shall be dispatched to your location. Have a good day." If a PC dies, Withers will announce, "Do not fret, simply leave the body there. I will have a cleanup crew retrieve the corpse before it rots." Or he could say, "'Tis a shame, really, but know that both your body and your souls shall be put to very good use." As your players make their way through the tomb and overcome many of the obstacles along the way, Withers could say, "Fascinating, truly marvelous, great show. Please do not cause any more damage than seems necessary. These things take time to fix. Interesting, I have never seen someone die like that before. Intriguing, I have not seen that puzzle solved in such a manner. I must take notes. Taking that approach, eh? Mighty bold, mighty bold. I pity the living, honestly, worrying about dying all the time. My, do I certainly enjoy the eternity of undeath. A flaw in the design, perhaps. I will have to rethink the whole trap if you are able to bumble through it so easily. You may run as much as you desire, but leaving this tomb is strictly prohibited. I would certainly enjoy conversing with you all, but I am a very busy individual. You must understand, there is a lot of moving parts that I oversee. Please do not give up. I have absolute faith that you will provide great analysis on this dungeon's designs. Complaining will solve nothing. Go forth and provide knowledge for the future." If your players are curious about the skeleton keys that are running around, but not inquisitive enough to go after them, you could provide the prompt of, "Skeleton keys, I command you to take evasive maneuvers. Do not be captured." If your players make their way to Withers' office, he will announce, "Amazing! You have found your way here behind the scenes. Please, sit down. I wish to talk to you all. What is going on in the outside world? How is poor Nyanzaro doing these days? How is the Sword Coast I've heard so much about? Please, go on." And if these talks go cordially, at some point Withers will announce, "Fascinating stuff, really. Oh, how I do miss hearing news about the outside world. Now, regrettably, I must ask you all to perish. You must understand, I am on strict orders. Were it my own decision, I would talk to you all until you died of age or starvation. Do not make this any harder than it needs to be." And if the players corner Withers, he can summon forth a wall of fire and run away, shouting out, "Oh, you must understand, I was under strict orders. I never intend any of this, I swear." And if your players are able to strike the finishing blow against Withers, he will announce, "No, please, Acererack has so much more to teach me, no!" And that's it. Tiny little lines that give Withers a little bit of life, because this dead guy is fascinating to me. He could be such an in-your-face character for the group, or he can just be a complete enigma behind the scenes that your players never interact with. I think that the lore behind this guy is fascinating, and I think he should be present in the tomb at the very least, because, your group could theoretically see him as an antagonist, but merely just a weak antagonist. They don't have to see him as a villain that they have to put down. They could, lay the hurt on him, and then Withers runs away, and they laugh about it, because Withers was this funny little side voice. But tell me, how do you plan on using Withers? Is Withers just going to be some guy on the sideline that does nothing until the players stumble across him? Or is he going to be an active force in the tomb? Are your players going to interact with him? Are the players going to interact with all the tomb dwarves and tomb guardians around? Are the players going to see Withers as he whips around the corner and quickly ducks behind a hidden wall? There's so many things you can do with Withers, and especially because his stat block is a little bit fascinating. He's got some high-level spells, and you can always flesh him out with some more. But that is going to do it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and have a good time.